Hey everybody, this is Frilioth and welcome to another Minecraft episode on the AlphaCraft server. Today we're back at the Woodland Mansion again, and we're going to do a little bit of work on the outside today. We've done a bit of work on the inside. We did the farm the other episode last weekend, and that's working okay. It's because of how villagers work now. It's not as good as they used to be. They used to be fantastic. They're not as good as they used to be. But I've still got potatoes. I've planted. Let me show you. I'm telling you. Let me show you. So we've got these guys down here. They seem to be working. The problem with these guys, and I mentioned it in one of my tutorials a while ago, they get fixated by food on the floor. And it stops them from doing anything else. That guy there, he wants to go off and he wants to pick something up, and he wants to go off and he wants to plant something, but he won't because he's got to pick those potatoes up. But because he's got no room in his inventory and he can't, it's driving him crazy. It's driving him absolutely mental. Now the minecart's come along, got rid of it, and he can go off and he can start doing what he's doing again. But because of how fast the minecart goes around, and I could speed it up by putting more minecarts on, I suppose, but because of how long it takes for the minecart to go around and pick the stuff up, these guys can be standing there for 30 seconds or so just looking at these spuds on the ground. Absolutely crazy. Now you might be able to see, and I can only just see it, so you might not be able to. I've segregated these guys off into quarters. What happens now, the new mechanics in 1.14.4, villagers, when they try to breed, they actually consume the food in their inventories. These are potatoes, so if that guy and the guy next to him, if they want to have a little baby, they will use 12 potatoes, both of them. Even if they can't breed, they'll have the little love hearts, then they'll have angry particles, and they will consume 12 potatoes. Now because these guys don't farm between 0 ticks and 2,000 ticks, they try to breed, and they don't farm between 9,000 ticks and 12,000 ticks. That's 5,000 ticks where potentially they could be standing in a big square looking at each other, making lots of little love hearts, and then getting angry about it and eating all the food they've got in their inventory. So I've split them off into quarters, so now they can't actually make eye contact, so they can't breed, so they're not wasting inventory, wasting food from their inventory when they're not farming. So that's what I've had to do. It was a pain. Herding cats. It was hard work. Now I've got glass all the way down to the floor here, so you can see in. I've got glass just like that. I'm having a debate on which one looks the best. You'll have to let me know. That one. Or that one. That one. That one. It's like being at the opticians, isn't it? Upstairs on the next level, we've got the carrot thing. Now I only had about 6 carrots, so I planted them and then replanted them and then replanted them. I like the entire wall being made out of glass. When we get the villagers up here, you're going to be able to see that. So I like that. And I love the lanterns. That was a suggestion by a couple of you in the comments. I really do appreciate your comments. I read every one of them. They're fantastic. And you suggested that I use lanterns instead of glowstone and sea lanterns, and I think it looks much better. A few of you suggested me dropping down the roof as well, which would have meant that I wouldn't have to have had the glass on top of the composters, but I like the roof that high. I don't like it. It felt a little bit claustrophobic with it being one further down. So I think I'll keep the roof or the ceiling where it is. Yes, mate, I will. So outside here, you remember that Smurfy in a couple of his streams put the birch planks around the entire perimeter of the mansion, which was a good idea to start with, I guess. Bless him, trying to help, but I didn't like it, and I think I've persuaded him that we need to change it a little bit. And what I want to do here is, yes, we're going to put a wraparound porch, pagoda, don't know what you'd call it. I'm sure there's a technical word for any architects out there. Tell me what when you've seen it, tell me what it is, because I don't know. But it's going to come out this far, 7 blocks or so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the that stuff there. And we're going to have these windows. These windows are going to come down, and I can't knock these all out because we've got cows in here. There you go. But the windows are going to be there underneath those windows. Now, I don't know at the moment whether to leave them the same. We're going to decorate them up a little bit, but I don't know whether to use the same block. I'll throw some in, and then we can decide, can't we? I'm also thinking that I might want to use that. In fact, I'm almost positive that I want to use some of those. So let me just throw a couple of these down to start with. Because these are going to frame the windows. I'm not a big fan of those logs. It just looks very chocolatey, doesn't it? It's just all the same brown. So I'm hoping that this will change it up a little bit. That won't. Oh, that's better. Don't want those cows to get out. Smurfy spent all his time getting them, and then I could just let them out in 2 minutes. Serve him right for not being here. 4. Have I got any glass panes? I don't have any glass panes. Don't know whether to use glass panes or solid glass at the moment. I think I might actually use solid glass, black glass. Let's knock this one out. I can play with this one without worrying about the cows getting out. And I want them to be quite big windows. Like that. So we're going to do, I think we're going to do that. And then I also want some kind of flower plant pot thing on the front. So let me grab some grass. I've got my silk touch pick. I know you guys are going to shout at me so bad. Doing grass with a pick. So I think if we have a little bit of grass there, we can put some flowers in there. That'll look lovely, won't it? Now, I'm toying with trapdoors on the front or cobblestone walls, and I don't have any oak. So let me grab that oak there. That'll do, won't it? Let me just get rid of some of this stuff out my inventory again. Smurf calls it Frilioth. I'm not quite sure what he means. But I do tend to always have my inventory full of rubbish. I really need to go and find some spruce actually, because I do love the spruce trapdoors. I'm not a big fan of these trapdoors. So do we have that, or do we have that, or, which is the or I'm erring towards actually. Do we have that? See, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. See, the plan is, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put... Can't jump on there, can I? That sort of thing that's going to run along the front. And then the roof's going to be attached to the top of that. Which I think is going to look pretty darn cool. But I'm in an R-ing about this. I'm going to stick some fences down the front. Here's me telling you what I'm going to do again. Fences down the front, separated by these columns, these pillars that run up to the sloped ceiling that's going to come down from there. I'm going to do that along the entire front of the building. And then hopefully by then we'll have decided what kind of flower boxes we're going to have. I don't like that one. Don't like that one. It just doesn't look right, does it? They always look like something that should be in a library or a study or something. And they look like window shutters. In fairness, if we were going to have window shutters on, I think I'll be using those as shutters. So I'm thinking it's going to be that. But let me know in the comments, and if I don't pick the one that you like, and enough of you tell me that I'm wrong, then I don't mind changing. I don't mind flip-flopping about. Right. Let me get the front on and the roof, and we can have a look at this. Looking like a wraparound pagoda thing. Okay, so I've put the roof on. Is it a roof? It is a roof, isn't it? The roof on around the front and a little bit round the sides. We've got to put some carpet on the top. I think Smurf says he has a cocoa bean farm somewhere, or some cocoa beans. Got to put some carpet on the top, because obviously that's a spawn magnet for bad guys up there. Oh, my ankles! And it'll be dark, so it's going to get we're going to get mobs up there. So we'll sort that out when Smurf shows me where his cocoa beans are. I like that. I do like the look of that. What I want to do over the front, I've grabbed myself some dark oak fences, and I'm going to stick some fences down here. So let's just see what this looks like. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that, and then we can stick the fence post, the stone fence posts on top of that. Yeah, I like that. Sort of keeps in with the theme of the stone. I mean, in fairness, stone, and it's just very bland, isn't it? And we did talk at length about whether we just wanted to renovate this and keep it in the same theme, or whether we wanted to completely change it all. And at the moment, I think I'm erring on the side of using the same sort of materials, but keeping just sprucing it up a little bit, so to speak, rather than completely changing the entire look of it. Because if we did that, then we may as well just build a massive house from scratch. I wanted this to stay looking like a Woodland Mansion, only a done up Woodland Mansion. So I think we're going to try and stick with the cobblestone and dark oak as much as we can. So there's that, like that. Seems to get dark every 10 minutes on this server. You wouldn't believe it, would you? Who'd have thunk it? Yeah, I'm liking the look of that so far. That's good. Just fill this up to the end. Like that. Now I've got myself some lanterns. It's my new favourite lighting source, is the lantern. And I think if we stick a lantern in the middle, that's the middle, like that. I do love the lanterns. I think they're fantastic. Well done, Mojang. I don't say that very often, but well done. Normally don't say it because you've updated something and broken most of my work. Right, I'm going to stick with this. I'm going to run a line of stone walls all the way around the side of it, and I'm going to use this stone wall as the surround to the flower bed, I think. And I'm also going to run stone up like that, I think. Yeah. Going to need a cross beam across the top. So if we do, could get my words out then. If we do that, get rid of that. Is that? Oh, that's not going to be high enough, is it? Frills, oh frills, oh frills. Y-O spells yo-yo. That's better. And then let's lob another one of those up there. My new favourite block. It's not really. No, it's not really the Observer's my favourite block. Yeah, I'm liking that. Yeah, I think I'll have cobble under here as well. Just like that. Just like that. Not like that. Like that. Yeah, liking that. Now then. I really should get some glass and do one window. Instead of messing about like doing half of every other window, I should get some glass and do this one while these cows are in there. I think I'm going to use black stained glass. But I have got to go and get some. Let me go and get some grey glass and some black glass and some panes. And we'll see which ones look the best. So give me a minute and I'll be back. Well, to say that the Woodland Mansion's got water around the back of it, I've had to travel miles to find myself some of these bad boys, which is not very good. Because I need some black ink to make some to make some black windows, make some black glass. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm not quite sure why they won't spawn in the water outside the mansion. But they wouldn't. So I'm going to sit here just for a little bit longer. How much have I got? I've only got 4. It's not going to make enough, is it? Now it's getting dark o'clock. I don't have a bed. Oh, it can only end in tears. Okay, so I've got the glass in. And that's what it looks like at the moment. I think that's loads better. Not sure whether it's finished just yet. I think we can do a little bit more to it than that, but I can't think what that might be at the moment. That's the black glass. There we've got the light grey, and there we've got the same ones that are already in the mansion. The white, the clear panes. I'm going to be putting some trapdoors up the sides, but I do want spruce for that. Sorry, I do want oak for that, because they just make better shutters. I think I've got a few. I've got 5. I don't have enough to be able to show you properly. How do these go? These go there, don't they? Like that. I think, yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah, so I'll grab myself a little bit more oak. Oh no, the birch trapdoors look like screen partitions, don't they? Yeah. So let me know. I know which one I prefer out of the 3. Let me know which one you prefer. Let me show you what it looks like from the inside out as well. So that's what it looks like from the inside. We'll do a little bit more on the inside as well. I don't know yet whether or not to put some banners inside to make it look like curtains, maybe. I'll have a think about that, but that's what the panes look like from the inside. That's the light grey blocks, glass blocks from the inside. And this is what the black stained glass blocks look from the inside. So let me know what you think, which one you prefer, and if enough of you vote and there's a clear winner, then I'll use those. Right, time to start putting some more of this pergola thing around the side of the building then, I guess. So I put the front on this wraparound porch thing, and I think it's started to look fantastic, actually. And I've said that about a cajillion times already in this video. So now I've got to stop worrying about lighting inside. I'm going to stick the rest of... Is that in the middle? Those stairs aren't in the middle, are they? Is that going to bother me? I've only just noticed that. Too late now to do anything about it. Wish I'd seen that before. Anyway, anywho, my problem now is lighting on the decking area. And I've upset Smurfy and I can't sprint because I've got nothing to eat apart from potatoes. Upset Smurf a little bit because he wanted to rip all this decking out in a stream. Which he wanted to do as we are speaking tomorrow. But this video is not coming out until the day after, so I've told him he can't. So I've upset him because I can't have a spoiler going out before my video. Anyway, the lighting under here, I've put the lanterns as we saw. Put a lantern there, put a lantern there, put a lantern there. But in the corners, just here, and I can show you better where we don't have any lighting. In the corners just here, the lighting gets down to 6, 7. Look on the left hand side, client light, 7 to sky, 7 to block. That means that space here is a spawning space for mobs, and I don't want mobs spawning on the decking. So we're going to have to light it up a little bit. So I've got a couple of ideas for lighting. First one being stick down a cauldron, bit of glowstone underneath it. I like that. Next one would be just to stick a lantern on there. It looks a little bit boring and it looks like I've not thought about that at all, but that's an option. Another option would be to put glowstone underneath that block there. Not there. There. Not there. Again, that looks a little bit boring, doesn't it? There's nothing going on. Another option would be to grab a fence post. And stick a lantern on there, which would, which I don't know. Without putting the rest of this up, I don't know whether that's going to work. Let me know what you think. I like the cauldron. with the stuff on it like that. I like that. Bit of colour in there. But I don't like being able to see the glowstone. You know, there's no pleasing me sometimes, is there? That, meh. Don't know. Could we have one of those on there and then a bit of foliage? How would that work? Can't really see it, can you? Would it work better with a different colour? I've moved everything off the deck. Now, there were chests all here. They were all in the way. I've moved them over there. I've also made myself a stone cutter. These are fantastic. I do love them. Go and get yourself one. Sponsored by the National Stonecutters Association. Maybe. Maybe I'm just lobbing things in there now and I don't know, that looks a little bit too big to me. Oh dear. Right, I think what I need to do is put the rest of the windows in, put the rest of the surrounds around the front of them, and then leave the decorating part of it up to you guys. You'll have to let me know what you think. I'll just stick panes of glass in there because, oh, should I just stick normal glass in there? I'll stick normal glass in the rest of the windows because I've got plenty of normal glass and I can always take that out and replace it or turn it into panes or turn it into coloured glass. I can't do it the opposite way around. So let me, let's just dig out these rest of these holes and stick some stuff in it. Stuff I could be doing on a live stream apparently, according to Smurf. So I've got all the front in. I've not put glass in the windows. I thought about it. I thought against it. But what I have found is that despite having lighting here, so it's not a good example, despite having lighting just here, there are still some spots about here that are a light level of 7. There you go, light level 7. So this block here is spawnable. Despite the fact that we've got lighting there, we've got lighting up there, we've got lighting over there. Let me turn F3 off, and it's the same over here as well. Despite having lighting there and lighting there and lighting there, these blocks are light level 7. Going to prove me wrong now, aren't you? There you go, light level 7. So we're going to need a little bit more lighting. Now, I don't want to put lighting in the middle and cover it with carpet. I just don't want to do that. I was thinking of doing this, but again, I need your guys' input with this. I need your help. If I stick a torch down there and then cover that with a trapdoor, I don't know whether I like that, but it has the desired effect, and it's stopped. No, it hasn't had the desired effect. This block is still a light level 7. That's a bit of a problem. I don't want to spam lanterns about everywhere. I don't want lighting in the decking here with carpets over the top of it. I don't like that, and that's not working anyway. Think about that. Do we want? I don't really want lighting hanging off the thing like that, do I? I mean, that's just a little bit OTT, isn't it? Or do I have it there and not up there? Or do I have that? If I have that hanging down one block lower, maybe. I do like brainstorming with you guys. So if I have the middle 1 block lower down, does that still give me a light level of 7 here? And no, it doesn't. I get a light level of 8. Oh, yeah. It's because I've not done that one, Frills. Don't panic, don't panic. Light level of 8, 8, 8, 8. So if I get rid of this one again and stick a block back in there like that, is it still an 8? Yes, it is. Good job, everybody. So that's what I'm going to do then. I'll stick these 1 block lower, and that gives it a bit of texture as well. Actually, I don't not like that. And that way, I don't have to spam light. And do I put those on it? Oh, I don't know now. I'm starting to get all creative in my old age. It's fantastic. Don't know whether I drop those down one or whether they need to be up there, don't they? Or do they? They do. They're staying where they are. Don't move them for the sake of moving them, Frills. Otherwise, I'll be here all day. All day and all of the night. I like that. Now, I've got chat turned off at the moment, so I don't know if anybody's going to start sleeping. So I need to do this quite quickly. But, looking at this in the dark, that looks so pretty. I'm going to sit there with a big grin on my face. That's fantastic. Well, I think we'll call it a day for today then, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. As usual, I really do appreciate it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please don't forget to leave it a like. And if you've really loved it, don't forget to subscribe for future videos. Don't forget to go and check out all the other alphas. They are all fantastic and well worth a watch. And don't forget to stick in the comments below what kind of lighting you think I should be using and decoration I should be using on the decking of this pergola wraparound porch thing. So anyway, thanks again. This is Frilioth, and I'm out of here.